a little bit. And again, we thank you for the great turnout here tonight.
What is most impressive to me is the character he has formed in hundreds of young men. With focused intent, Coach Haase has built respect for others, a sense of discipline, a strong work ethic, and a team over self attitude into his young men. They're better people for it, and our community is a better place for it. Thank you, Craig.
They have to adhere to his standards. They have to be dedicated. They have to be honest. They have to have integrity. They got to be hard workers. They got to show up for practice. All these things that Tim and I had to do when we played for Arrowhead. But the neatest thing for me that I love is at the end of the year they have their banquet. And each of the players has to write a 2-page letter, double-spaced, about what they learned playing basketball that they're going to use in college and life beyond. And it's really heartwarming to hear that. That's what Tim and I played for Arrowhead. That's what Craig Haase teaches. And when the kids carry it forward, that's really meaningful. So,
Next up is Jonathan Thompson, who's a former player and a friend of Craig.
Principles of that for decades, of humility, respect, unity, passion, and communication. And the way in which, so I like to say, he exhibits humility and generosity as he shares in the victories with his players, with his staff, with his family, friends, supporters over and over and over again. That's why many of us are here tonight.
Now, Dean Trout, a friend of Craig Haase's. Like we all know.
Success on the scoreboard is nothing though compared to the process of doing something significant with your life. Put in the work, show up every day, enjoy that process. Put in the work. Not every day is going to be a gold star day, but every day is an opportunity to get better when you put in the work. Step 2, be fiercely loyal to your institutions. Craig surrounds himself and immerses himself in Arrowhead like nobody else anymore. Surround yourself with the most loyal staff. One where everyone here today and those not with us anymore have lives richer because of Craig Haase. Craig, congratulations to you, your wonderful family. I wish everyone could see this day.
That Craig's passion, his commitment, his heart extends far beyond the walls of Arrowhead. And he has instilled that passion in his players and in his coaching staff to encourage them to participate in community outreach and have an impact on other people's lives.
4 years ago when Harlow was diagnosed with leukemia, I was wondering what we could do to make a difference. Not necessarily to raise money, but to just educate people and let people know what these kids do and what kind of heroes they are every day. So what a better platform than some really awesome basketball players and a really great coach. Craig did not hesitate when I had my crazy ideas and asked to do a couple of things. So we started off with a parade, and we invited all of the kids that we could get together from the hospital over to our house. And I think the best part was just at our house when we got to watch the kids sign basketballs right on their t-shirts. In the eyes of these kids who are battling for their lives every day, they thought that you guys were the NBA, that you were an NBA coach and your players.
Journey 21 is an organization that's committed to giving opportunities to adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We are currently working on a project in Oconomowoc, but in advance of that, we started with our programs and outings back in June to give opportunities to our young adults, you see here. What do I want to say? A chance to be with their peers, a chance to do what they really love to do, a chance to do what COVID has taken away from them. Craig Haase is our first community partner, and Arrowhead Boys Basketball, along with Journey 21, offers probably the most, what would you say, the most popular event that we have on our calendar, and it's a basketball skills camp that he does along with his players. Our adults light up. They smile from ear to ear. They are building friendships with the players. They're learning social skills. They're having the time of their lives. And I can't thank you enough, Coach Haase, for being the first one to step up and to help launch the whole journey to our learning.
Thank you, Coach Haase, and players drive safe on the way home.
Well, Coach Haase, you're great. I see you in the hallway, and I want to say, Coach, you're the best player, and most of all, you're in this picture for your office.
Buddy, you're my best friends, you guys, but Nita is still my best friends.
And then the phone rang. I was out of coaching for 10 years. It was Coach Haase. And he said, I want you to think about joining my staff. And I told him, I don't need to think about it, I'm in. And that was 21 years ago. And I'm going to leave you with a wish. Us old guys and older women, I hope this has already happened to you. And if you're young, I hope this happens to you someday. I hope you work in an organization where the guy on top is passionate about what he does. Because that's Coach Haase.
Chris Kling.
We had a meeting, and I played for him the year before on the sophomore team, and so we had a relationship, a good relationship, and I was 16 years old, so I don't remember exactly what was said in the meeting, but I remember the message, or a few messages. Basically, we're all in, and what we're going to do here is we're going to be all in. We're going to commit, and hearing that from the three coaches as a junior in high school, not even playing on a varsity team yet, that really got me going. And I'm sure they talked to other players and all that too, and that really got me going and looking forward to what was going to come up. And that first year we had to grind to get to about 500. Coach Conway and I still talk about that from time to time. That first year, outside of the players, the coaches, friends and family of the program, nobody really understood how important it was to get above 500, especially the slow start and whatever. But and then it went on from there. The second year we did some good things. The third year, my brother's team comes in and wins the first conference championship, and it snowballed from there. So it's a little history on the foundation, but to bring it all together. I won't forget that meeting where Coach Haase and his staff sat me down, and I realized, this is where I want to be about things. So, Coach, congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Dennis Conkle, the scout and a friend. Come on up, Dennis.
What most of you don't know about Coach Haase is what he does to prepare for every season. And so this year, I'll just give you a little tidbit so that you get a feel for what he really does. In the summer, him and I, get together for a beer, talk about all the guys, and how do we put them in the right spots, where are the right spots for them. We do all kinds of analysis that is beyond belief, which I enjoy the hell out of. I just enjoy finding the spots on the floor where they can be passed. And then he does all this thinking, figures out how to put these guys in the best spot. And I think what sets this program apart is every team has overachieved that I can remember. I've been doing it for 15 years now. I've seen hundreds of opponents, probably over 1,000. And this team usually always overachieves. And I think that's a credit to the team, to the players, and to the coaches. And if anybody wants to watch them practice, you'll see why they get better. It's really strong teams. A hell of a team.
Thank you, Dennis. Nancy Eliota.
Come on up, Nancy. I hope as you look around, you feel the abundant love in this room that is here for you. I also hope that every single time you see your name on the basketball floor, you are reminded of that abundant love and the respect that we all have for you. No need to say it, but obviously you're a pretty amazing guy. I was in church last Sunday and we were continuing to talk about Christmas and the birth of Jesus Christ. And we were talking about who came to visit the baby Jesus. Our pastor reminded us behind every wise man is a wise woman. So I think it's pretty safe to say, if I could maybe bring up Jackie, Kim and Carrie Ann, Gina and Ava to join me, I would appreciate it, because it's pretty safe to say, and I think Craig would admit, these are the wise women in Craig's life. Jackie, Mom, it is clearly evident that you and Bronson did an admirable job instilling in Craig a strong sense of morals, values, and ethics. And it is because of you that he is the man he is today. His character, his humility, his integrity, all comes from you. So the name Haase on the basketball court is in honor of you as well. For everything you have done and continue to do for Craig to this day, I thank you and I congratulate you for the legacy of Bronson shines on through Craig and in you. Kim and Carrie Ann, Craig's sisters, I don't know about you guys, but what they have as a family is so unique and so incredibly special. I know how much you both continue to support, encourage, and help Craig in all that you do within your family that demonstrates the importance of family. The trips you have taken together, the time on the lakes both up north and around here, everything you do to create memories that are special to the Haase family and that help Craig escape basketball even just for a little while is incredible. Despite having families of your own and that you two have different last names, you will always be Haase's, so the name on the basketball court represents you too. I also want to mention Mary Jo, who is Gina's sister. Unfortunately, she couldn't stay. I don't think her hair. Yeah, so I know that Mary Jo is instrumental in helping Craig and Gina as well. There's a lot going on in their family. They've been through a lot with her mom, who has since passed and now taking care of Dad. And I know that Mary Jo gives Gina and Craig peace and comfort in all that she does to help out as well. Gina. I've had the blessing of being friends with Gina for over 25 years. It was back in 1998 that Gina was working in Menominee Falls as a teacher alongside Andy Cerrone, who was the Arrowhead basketball coach at that time. Andy was sharing with Gina that he really wanted to set her up with one of his assistant coaches, who happened to be Craig Haase. The problem was they didn't know how to make it happen. As Gina and I were talking, she told me Arrowhead was playing at CMH. As a CMH grad, I said, I haven't been back to Memorial in a long time. I'll go to the game with you. So off we went. And while we were there, we appropriately positioned ourselves directly across from that Arrowhead bench so Gina could scope out Craig. After the game, they were introduced to each other, and that's when the love story began. When Gina said yes to Craig, Gina said yes to Arrowhead basketball and yes to being a coach's wife. She said yes, along with Craig, to invest and to commit to eat, sleep, drink, breathe, live, and love Arrowhead basketball. There's no one in this room that can possibly comprehend how much time Craig and Gina selflessly dedicate to Arrowhead basketball and what it all entails beyond preparing for practice and games. It's no secret that dealing with parents or problems both in and out of school, their role as teachers or in the community, all of these responsibilities that they take very seriously, along with the everyday issues and battles within their own families, can be exhausting, rewarding, exhausting, and rewarding. You see, it's important to note what matters most to Craig is setting an example of no matter what you go through, you grow and build character, which develops into a strong foundation for success. Sure, the wins and losses are important, but what matters more is who you are as a person and the positive impact you have on the people in your life. At the end of the day, Craig knows he is blessed to share this life with his rock, Gina. For together, along with Jay and Ava, they make a pretty impressive team. So Gina, Jay, Ava, that name on the basketball court is in honor of you too, for all of your loyalty and faithfulness, not only to Craig, but to Arrowhead basketball and the Arrowhead community. We all need people in our lives who raise our standards, remind us of our essential purpose, and challenge us to become the very best version of ourselves. I see that in every one of you women standing up here. For all the things that you do for Craig, you are indeed very wise women. I congratulate you, and I thank you for always including Dean and I in both the Arrowhead and Haase family. Congratulations. I love you all.
Thank you very, very much. And now, in my opinion, the star of the show, the person who keeps all of this together. How about a big hand for Gina?
Wow, okay. Pretty much everything I wrote has already been talked about, but I still need to say a few words. So as Nancy just told you, Arrowhead basketball is what brought Craig and me together as I was teaching in Menominee Falls with the Arrowhead coach at the time, and you learned that he introduced me to Craig. After 7 or 8 months of dating, Craig put me through the ultimate test. Could I survive the long basketball season with him coaching? Apparently, I passed the test. We had one more JV season together, and that led to Craig being hired by Jeff Steinbach, who I know is here, in the spring of 2000. And that first call, as you heard, went to Dave Conway. I remember being in the car, asking his former high school teacher and basketball coach to be his assistant. Craig immediately surrounded himself with amazing people, as you heard tonight, and put together a coaching staff, youth program, and support system that formed the foundation of his highly successful basketball program, one which has truly stood the test of time. Here we are, almost 22 years later, where we all get to be a part of this incredible honor.
never in a million years could I have ever imagined our lives turning out this way. But what an absolute privilege it has been to witness firsthand Craig's passion for coaching and teaching at Arrowhead High School. As you heard earlier, he spent just over 30 years of his life here as a student, a teacher, and a coach. Craig's dedication to making a positive impact in the community he grew up in is nothing short of amazing. The difference he's made in the community, in the lives of students he teaches every day, and with the young men he coaches is in a league of its own. And the amount of former students and players that have continued their relationships with Craig years after their Arrowhead days have ended speaks volumes of the impact he's made. Though basketball was Craig's first love, his love of family always comes first. No matter how busy or stressful the season gets, Craig never lets it interfere with how he interacts with his family. I'm not sure how you do it year after year, but whenever Craig comes home, even after a tough loss, he's ready to switch his focus on his family. Speaking of family, attending games has been a family affair for us since the very beginning. Craig's parents and my parents, along with our siblings and extended family and friends, are some of the biggest fans that Jim has ever seen, two of which now share front row seats from up above. And then there's Jay and Ava. They've been a part of Arrowhead basketball since the day they were born. Both born during the season, Ava on a game day, in which Craig still coached, and both considered lucky charms as their birth years were the first 2 years Craig's teams made it to the state tournament. Ava with the upper hand, as that was the state championship year. Craig has always allowed our kids to be a part of his program. You've probably seen them standing with the team for the national anthem, high-fiving the starting lineups and shaking hands with the opposing team at the end of the game. They've both been in charge of picking up warm-ups that get tossed aside and handing out waters to those players returning to the bench. Jay has also been taking stats on the varsity bench for a few years now, while awaiting the possibility of playing for his dad someday. But most importantly, our family has been fortunate to be a part of the community service and impact off the court that Craig has made a priority in his program. As you've heard, special needs camps and activities with Journey 21, parades and special game nights to increase awareness for childhood cancer, and the need for more money directed toward pediatric research, Coaches versus Cancer, suicide prevention and awareness, honoring the lives of Arrowhead basketball fans that we've lost over the years, basketball clinics at the inner city schools like St. Marcus and Nativity Jesuit Academy, even camps done in the North Woods during Nativity summer school sessions, working at the Albander Tie Golf outing, which you've heard we've raised money for scholarships and improvements to the program, and Navy SEAL training paired with community service projects for the Boys and Girls Club at Camp Whitcomb Mason. And who could forget the thousands of kids in this community that have come through Craig's camps over the last 20-some years. The list goes on. Our kids understand that while it can sometimes be difficult being a coach's kid, it comes with many privileges and opportunities of a lifetime like this one tonight. Jay, Ava, and I, along with the rest of our family, could not be more proud of Craig's success both on and off the court. The exhilarating highs we have experienced, as well as the difficult lessons we have learned right alongside your players over the years, have been invaluable. We love being a part of it all and know firsthand the countless hours year-round that you've poured into making Arrowhead High School and this community a better place. Thank you to all who felt this court dedication was the perfect way to honor Craig's devotion to Arrowhead High School. And to those of you here in support of Craig tonight, our family will treasure this honor forever.
I would also like to give a large ovation to Jimbo. He was one of the driving forces behind taking this to the school board. And how about a big hand for Jim? How about standing up, Jim? Come on, my good friend. Jim and I grew up together down at Heartland Rec. I ran Heartland Rec, and I saw him come in, and we ran it forever. Ran it from 9 to 12 for 6 weeks in the summer, and we charged $2 to go to Heartland Rec, and it was a great program. And Jim has been such a great friend to Craig for so long, and I could not let this go without them. Any other questions or anything else? I think it's been a great night, and again, Craig, we're so happy for you. Just outstanding. Thank all of you very much.
I know I already talked. I don't need to talk again. I just want to thank all of you for sticking around. It's a long night. It's very awkward for me, but I love everybody that's here, that sticks it out. I love people that are passionate, and lucky to be surrounded by so many passionate people. So thank you all for coming. Have a great weekend, and we got to get back after it on Monday and get better.
Hi, I'm Chris Klink. I'm one of the freshman coaches here. Coached for Coach Haase for the last 16 years and played for Coach Haase way back when it all started. His first year on the varsity level was my junior year. And you know, his leadership that he has brought to us to this program is what's kept me around. Major influence in my life. He influenced me to become a teacher, to become a coach at Arrowhead High School, and I'm just honored to be a part of it. And we are so happy for him. Congratulations, Coach, on this special night.
Hi, I'm Doug Recke, one of the freshman coaches here at Arrowhead on Coach Haase's staff. And first and foremost, like I told Craig this morning, congratulations. It's an amazing honor. We've been along this whole journey together with playing together in high school and now coaching together, and having him be able to coach my son Mac has been just amazing. So an honor well deserved, Craig, and looking for many more wins, and congratulations, and I hope you enjoy the day.
Yes, Craig Haase and I have known each other for many years. We were teammates, students, we shared a locker together. Long journey, and we've been coaching together for a long time, and it's just basically it's friendship, passion, and it doesn't seem work to me. It's just enjoyment. Hang with your friends as long as you can, and we actually get things done, and that's where we're at. We bleed and love Arrowhead High School. Basketball, football, bring it all on. We bring it all. That's all I got to say.
Hey, thanks.
One more.
Oh, go ahead.
There's something that's going to sum up coaching. I have a quote that I use, and I believe by it. It's a quote that says, "A good coach can change a game. A great coach can change a life." And that's what we try to do every day.
We're on.
So I'm John Hoke, and I am a former player of Coach Haase. I graduated from Arrowhead in 2006, and I was a member of his first state tournament team. We beat Menominee High School at the Kohl Center in a game that I still remember like it was yesterday. I look back on my time with Coach Haase, and I can't thank him enough for what he taught me as I was fortunate enough to play beyond Arrowhead. I still tell him to this day, the way he prepared us as a team and then individually as players made such a lasting impact on the way that I progressed as a player and prepared me to continue to develop not only as a player but as a young man. So Coach Haase, is someone that I hold in high regard. I was so fortunate that he took a chance on a smaller guard in a sense and believed in me. And his belief in me was never wavering. and it made me, really fortunate that I was able to see what commitment looks like, and then at the same time commit myself to being the best player that I can be for him in his program. So, Coach Haase, thank you so much. I'm incredibly fortunate, and I look back on those years with tremendous memories. So, thanks again.
All right, so congratulations, Coach. Again, I've been with Coach for 21 years. I've had the privilege of sitting on the bench with him and having my sons coached by Coach. So this is a great honor. I appreciate the effort all the coaches put into driving the force to get the name on the floor. It is a huge honor and a well-deserved honor, and I couldn't be happier for you, your family, and all the other coaches and people that were involved in it. So congrats again.
Good.
Thanks.